Year after year after year, roughly 20 typhoons ravaged the Philippines.
Panamin ko naman kasi alam na may darating na super typhoon.
As the ocean temperature heats up, scientists predict that storms will become stronger and more severe.
You have a lot of days na walang ulan and then darating na naman yung ulan, napakalakas. Nagiging extreme. In fact, nahihirapan na tayo now.
It's the age of the superstorms.
Hindi na makukuha sa dasal, sabi ko. Kumilos na tayo hanggang bayan na.
Siguro po talaga naman puputulin natin. Durog na po ang mga buto ko sa paa. Manhid na yung buong katawan ko.
Ako yung panganay ko yan.
Langit at lupa ang bumagsak sa amin dito sa Zambales.
The precursors are telling us that this might happen to us anytime.
Kasalukuyan lumaragas ang bagyong Mameng. Walang tigil yan, ampas ng hangin malakas. Makita mo yung mga yero at dinding lumilipad. Pagkatapos, marinig mo yung dumadaguntong na lahar.
Typhoon Mameng battered the province of Pampanga in October 1995 when it was still reeling from the destruction left by the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. Mameng was a Category 2 storm.
May 5 po tayong tropical cyclone wind signal. So wala pong direct correlation. Kapag malakas ang hangin, dapat mas maraming ulan. Pag mahina yung hangin, mahina dapat o konti lang ulan.
Mameng's heavy rains, mixed with the volcanic ash from Mount Pinatubo, was disastrous.
Nakikita namin yung mga bahay, talagang dinadala ng lahar.
Lahar wiped out the town of Bacolor, Pampanga. It destroyed 30 municipalities, affected 3 provinces, and displaced 400,000 people.
Tinanggap na namin po yan nung nawala yung parang nabura na sa mapa yung barangay namin.
A month later, a Category 4 storm ran amok in Quezon Province. Typhoon Rosing was the strongest typhoon to hit the country in a decade.
Hanggang sa liig ang tubig, magdamag.
Ilan ho ang namatay sa pamilya nyo?
6 po.
Speed of more than 200 kilometers per hour, Super Typhoon Rosing ravaged Bicol and Central Luzon, leaving over 600 dead and more than 600,000 people homeless.
In 2004, 4 typhoons slammed the towns of Infanta, Real, and Nakar in the province of Quezon. Typhoon Unding, Violeta, Yoyong, and the strongest of them all, Winnie. Winnie was a Category 1 storm that dumped torrential rain, causing massive landslides.
Mga tao, kasi siyempre building yan matibay, kala nila pwedeng pagtaguan. Dahil kung hangin lang, hindi naman kayang igiba Hindi naman inaasahan na landslide yung babagsak. Kaya natabunan sila. At napakaraming tao talaga sa loob. Galing nga yan.
Winnie took almost 1,600 lives. Aid and rescue from the national government took a few days, even a few weeks to reach the distressed areas. The government was criticized for being ill-prepared. A wake-up call for Metro Manila came in the form of Typhoon Ondoy in 2009. In just 9 hours, Ondoy poured a month's volume of rain in the capital region of Metro Manila.
Lumakas yung tubig hanggang nakikita ko na lang yung mga kotse, inano ng mga tubig.
Takbo na kami pa Alfara. Andun pa rin ang kasamahan ko. Wala, magdasal tayo, magdasal. Sabi ko, hindi na pwede ito. Hindi na makukuha sa dasal. Sabi ko, kumilos na tayo hanggang bayan na. Tapos maya-maya, hanggang dito na, liig na, Diyos. Sabi ko,
wala yan, naghiwa-hiwalay na kami.
Ondoy is one of the costliest typhoons that hit the country. More than 11 billion pesos worth of property were damaged. It displaced more than 70,000 people and claimed more than 700 lives.
After Ondoy, yung government bumili ng maraming equipments like yung radar for Pag-asa, maraming funding na nalagay for disaster risk reduction and mitigation research. A lot of research that was done, a lot of data.
The most devastating test to the Philippines' disaster preparedness came 4 years after Ondoy.
Napakalakas niya. It's like a bullet train.
On November 8, 2013, a storm surge as high as a 2-story building decimated in the blink of an eye the city of Tacloban in central Visayas. Super Typhoon Yolanda is one of the strongest, most destructive, and deadliest typhoons ever recorded in the world, causing 95.5 billion pesos worth of damage and more than 6,300 deaths.
Typhoon Yolanda was huge. It almost covered Luzon and Visayas. The wind strength of Super Typhoon Yolanda is about 243 kilometers per hour. That's very, very strong.
Experts say typhoons have become 50% more powerful and destructive in the past 40 years. We are now living in the age of the superstorms.
May mga studies na lumabas, yung lakas ng bagyo is in fact correlated with the heat ng surface temperature ng ocean. So ang climate change is about pag-init ng air temperature. For example, dito sa Pilipinas, uminit na ng almost 1 degree in many places na mga measurements. So dahil sa mas mataas yung temperature, mas maraming water vapor sa hangin, and nagpapabago rin ito ng distribution ng ulan.
In the past 30 years, the Philippines has weathered about 8 super typhoons.
So if we look at the data from 1950 until now, actually, ang dami nang nagbago. We have a lot of days na walang ulan, and then darating na naman yung ulan, napakalakas. So yung nagiging extreme, kung dry, it becomes drier. Kung wet naman ng conditions, nagiging wetter. This is in fact partly an effect of climate change. Ngayon pa lang, apektado na tayo, and we have to think of ways para maiwasan natin itong mga problems na to sa susunod.
To live through the age of super typhoons, experts say we must do 3 things. First, address climate change or the change in climate patterns caused by an increase in our carbon footprint and greenhouse gases brought about by human activities. We can make a difference by using solar panels and energy-saving appliances in our homes. We can lessen cars on the road by using public transport, joining a carpool, biking, and walking. Second, the government has to be equipped, prepared, and proactive in responding to a superstorm.
First of all, we have the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Plan, which we are now updating. We also have itong emergency alert and warning messages that we require sa mga telcos natin to send free messages to their subscribers, as well as all the local government units. And we also provided them with recommendations or guidance on how to prepare. Nakamonitor na kagad tayo, and meron tayong mga prepositioned relief goods.
Third, we have to be smart by keeping ourselves updated and following government warnings and advisories.
Kung sila po ay nasa mababang lugar at binabaha, hindi nila maiwasan, dapat nilang alamin ang mga litas ng lugar. And sa mga po nakatira sa coastal areas, patibayin mo nila yung kanilang bahay. At kung may maparating na bagyo, ay alam nila kung sila lilikas at sa nila tatago ang kanilang mga bangka.
Yung dating pag-iisip kasi na ito yung authority and then we just tell you what to do, na umalis kayo dyan, and so on. So apparently it doesn't really work. What works better, as shown in more recent research, yung mga tao mismo, small communities, they're the ones thinking of how to evacuate, paano, kung ano na yung nangyayari. If they listen more kasi nanggaling sa kanila yung idea na yun.
The brunt of a super typhoon can slam us. But we have the power to face it. By sharing the responsibility of being prepared, we can be super too.